Good morning YouTube, welcome to another video. So we're going to talk about property and we talk about a strategy that lots of people don't do in the UK, and it's sort of called slow flipping, dog barking on cue, which is where you will live in the property that you are refurbishing, and then at a later stage, maybe a year or two down the line, you'd sell that property on for profit and then do it again. I think this is what we did with this property here. A big project, but the main problem we've got at the moment is property has gone up so much in the last couple of years in the UK. It would be very difficult for me to purchase something the next sort of step up from this without taking on another sort of large mortgage, which I'm less inclined to do at my age. So anyway, let's talk about the outside. Let's talk about things that we did here to tidy things up. So this area, I cleared all this out. There's a lot of weeds. I've put a box hedging around the outside, and I've made a water feature. I bought a kind of planter, a kind of vase. It looks like a vase planter. I put a pump in it and I put water in it and enough epoxy resin to hold to sort of seal it up, and then I've run a cable, just clearing some mess down here, which is why I've got the bag out, and a couple of greenhouses in the corner. Again, I'm kind of not quite sure what to do in terms of the greenhouse thing, so we'll just I think we'll leave it as it is for now. I'm not sure where to put one or what to do. So yeah, let's leave that as it is. This is this area. We've got one lawn here. We have a train carriage at the back there, which eventually will be refurbished into studio space or whatever you want to call it. We'll come around here. I think the main thing with gardens is that if you have a very messy garden with sort of poor fencing and poor security and a bad view, I think that's going to detract and have a negative impact on your resale price. I think if you have a garden like this, it's fine as it is at the moment. We have a nice lawn, great views over here to the countryside. I'm not sure if you can see the church and everything in the distance. And then I guess the next level up would be that you would really landscape the space better. We need a new patio. You could put a hot tub in, outside sort of dining area, which we've sort of thought about. Come over to that area now, and that would hopefully add value. But I think the middle ground is very difficult to sort of do enough to increase the value of the property. So I've just finished this area here. I've gravelled it all in Cotswold stone. We've put some new fence panels in. We need to tackle that at some point where the ivy has grown really bad. I've just cut it really back for now. And behind us we have a large barn garage space, which has been refurbished. There's all new cladding on there, new door, lights at the front. We've got all lights on the inside and power in there now. We've got some office space, and I will convert the area into gym, a nice gym with kind of all the mats. But I looked at it the other day, and actually the proper gym mats are quite a few £100, and the main issue I have at the moment is this area behind me needs a new roof, then a new kitchen, flooring, heating in there, and wiring. So that's going to cost quite a lot of money, and I want to get that out of the way first before we do much else. So all that area there's roof's got to come off. It's also got an asbestos concrete tile on it, which is not a big deal. We have to pay someone to get rid of that in a proper way, so they have to dispose of it, and they have to get a license number from the people they've sort of disposed of it with, to say it's been done properly. So just cleaned out all that space for now. We'll get a new patio at some point again once I've really dealt with the main cost of the roof and the kitchen, which is going to be a big cost. I don't really want to go spend a load of money on other silly things like patios when that's the main job. Let's come down here, turn the camera around. This area here I've really tidied up. I've put a new box hedge in to sort of separate the vegetable area from the garden. I might put a gate on there to stop the dog running in. It's all new fencing down there. I've got to finish that piece off at the side there, which is why there's a few posts. I mean, you can see there's quite a few jobs that need finishing off. Put new borders in here. This is all alliums and some yew balls. I need to put some more topiary, and I've got a big border at the back as well to plant and fill up. You can see as well in the distance the church. So plan would be to, I've got a new seat and new bench to put over the back there, and I was planning to put some nice steamer chair lounges, or the kids want to swing, so maybe we'll have to do that instead. So let's walk down here. We've got a couple of apple trees which my girlfriend didn't want me to remove, so I've left them in there. I would have ideally liked to have put them down the bottom here, which is like a more orchard style area. We've got a fire-bar gate there. That's the fence that I need to... Again, people just don't understand all the costs of these sorts of things. To fence a garden of this size, if you paid someone to do it, it costs you thousands. I've done it myself. It wasn't easy, and also it's not kind of perfect, because you'll find that when you're driving the posts in by hand, some of them go in a certain way and some don't, because the ground's softer in some areas. So I guess you could cut the tops off to make them level. I've just left them because this is like a bit of a meadowy sort of area down the bottom, where we have long grass, and it looked nice in about another month. Then it kind of doesn't look great about June, July time. We've also got a pond which has a leaking liner. Someone's obviously put a spade or something through it, so that leaks. I guess I would need to pull the whole liner out, start again, which means I might just fill it in. Yeah, I was just looking at areas for the swing action, other things. Something to think about. So I think this slow flipping strategy is very good if you can find somewhere that needs things doing to it, and you can do a lot of the work yourself with that, because the tradespeople in the UK are charging large amounts of money at the minute for, again, like I said, fencing, patios, kitchens, all that type of thing. It's a bit out of control. That's why we're in the situation we are with all the inflation and costs going up, because people have just got very greedy. It really needs to calm down. But it's not working. Putting the interest rates up is not having the desired effect. Property's still increasing, and it's great to have an increase in property, but what do you do after it increases? If you go somewhere else, buy something more expensive, you're just going to pay more for that property. It's difficult, but what's there's not a bad thing to have all that equity and to be sat on the equity. If you ever want to move at a later stage, we've done the hard work now, and you can sort of move on and reap the benefits of it. So this is a garden. Summer house I forgot to mention. That's not been put in correctly, so I'm going to take the whole lot down and then relocate it, or put it back where it is, but put a base down. They've put it on concrete slabs at the front, but at the back it's just got some stilts, which is not working. So that is us, and that's the outside. Any questions you've got, please pop them in the comments and ask me. You can ask me what I paid for the property, what I think it's worth now, if you want to. What happened with my last property, which was sort of near London, that I sold on. I will see you in the next video. Take care.